No, I think one of the most critical parts of really getting this material right was the casting. Because if the family didn't work, the show wouldn't have worked. And we've done a really interesting hat tip to Dr. Vatsa, who I'm a huge fan of. I think he's one of the coolest guys. So finding the Vatsa family was really step one for us. And that's when I reached out to our magician, our casting director, Shanu Sharma, to get the process started. The first cast member that we locked actually was Pappu. And this was a bit of a toughie because you needed someone who was not only cute but also a really good actor and someone at that very, very young age, you know, willing to do this part. Then Shanu delivered this incredible rock star of an actor, Kabir Sajid, all of 6.5 years old when he came on board, and he is just unbelievable.
My role is I'm just keeping telling question and question. पापा ये बच्चे कैसे पैदा होते हैं? पापा बताओ ना.
So, you know, the one consistent question that's kept coming back to us is, isn't the boy too young? Pappu बहुत छोटा नहीं है क्या? सिर्फ ये कितने साल का है? ये 7 साल का है. And we did a lot of research while making this series, and all the research and reports and all the experts we consulted basically told us one thing: if the child is old enough to ask, he's old enough to know.
आपको नहीं पता?
Anand, you know, I love him as an actor. I love him as a person. He's fantastic. मैं तो fully जिस्मानी तौर से प्यार करता हूँ, you know. And he had a really tough part because he was sandwiched between two really hard edges, you know. So it's very tough to compete with children and animals because no matter what they do, it's cute. मतलब बच्चा छींक भी दे, it looks cute. At the other end, you have a legend like Sachin Pilgaonkar. So you're basically stuck in a tennis match going, Pappu, Pitaji, and you're delivering the most tricky, complicated explanations. You're trying to do it in the simplest manner possible. So if Papa didn't work, we would have had a problem. And I think that's what Anand Tiwari, the genius of an actor that he is, brought to the table.
नहीं बेटा नहीं, ये ऐसे नहीं, ये yes we call मेरा male organ. Anand Vatsa is creative. He's a reader. He wants to be his child's friend. He wants to be the funny dad, the cool dad, and so on. And while he's trying to do that, the son feels free asking his dad some very interesting questions, and answering of those questions is the series. इसका जवाब तो मैंने दद्दू दिया.
Right after that came one of the trickiest parts, which was the Daddu's part, Vishwanath Vatsa. He was, so to speak, the villain on our series, you know, the Mogambo. And my number 1 to number 10 choice was Sachin sir. Is such a legend. He's been working since the age of 4.5. He's done everything there is to do. So I was really intimidated and nervous about manenge ki nahi. And 1 minute into the narration, he just says, "Tham." So I thought, that's it. This is my cue saying, "Ab tu katle bhai, tera ho gaya." And he said, "Chala, karuya." And that's pretty much all it took.
Yes, I'm very much impressed working with Yfilms. The team is superb, a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of professionalism which is required with any product. And I really am very happy to work with Ashish.
मरवाएगा क्या?
ये क्या है पप्पू?
On from there to the wife. And we wanted to cast someone who's a little out of league. We needed someone who was beautiful, who was very, very smart. Also a very progressive, young, working mother. So her introduction scene is with a laptop. Or when someone makes a reference to her कि mama business tour पे जाती है, so she's not a traditional housewife. And that's just a small comment about the kind of person she is. That's when Shanu showed me this incredible audition of Sangeeta Sheikh. I saw her audition and it just blew me away. I was like, wow, man, she's incredible. And Shanu pitched her the part. I was already in love with her when I saw that testing. Man, I think I've found Shireen.
पप्पू ये क्या है? पर ये कहाँ से मिला तुम्हें? I'm playing Pappu's mom. I think it's very different, you know. I haven't done that in any of the show, teaching someone about sex or talking about it so openly. But it's just that I think it's a very well-written script. So when you see the web series, you'll know that it's so well-written and nothing is vulgar, nothing is cheap, nothing is dirty. It's educational and it's very, very innovative.
बेटा, ये नोजी साफ करने के लिए यूज नहीं होता.
उदास क्यों लग रहा है?
मोगैम्बो से बात हुई क्या?
So I wanted a dadi who's very progressive, who's pretty much the antithesis of Daddu, who's someone who's actually on the iPad when she's talking, who actually refers to her own husband as Mogambo. And that's when we decided to bring on board Alka Amin. We had last worked with her. She played Ayushmann Khurrana's mother in Dam Laga Ke Aisha. And she's such a wonderful talent.
और ब्लड बारिश की तरह कभी भी कहीं भी बरसता रहता है, सोते वक्त, खाते वक्त, उठते वक्त, खेलते वक्त. I'm playing Mataji in the series and she's a very cool kind of Mata. She's today's औरत, आज की औरत है. And जिस तरह के भी मुद्दे पे बात करना चाहे उससे कोई, तो she's okay with that.
Are you taking a video? No way, man.
You know, I've always been fascinated by the way a lot of Marvel superhero films are constructed. I just love that intercrossing of Spider-Man in Civil War and the Avengers ensemble, and the fact that there is a Guardians of the Galaxy coming in, and we have our own superheroes across Y-Films, right? Across all the series that we've done, and we wanted to create this Y-Films cinematic universe and go there. So we wanted to do an interesting crisscross, but obviously in a very relevant manner versus just aise hi aa gaye. So that started as a crazy idea, and we said, "Chalo, let's do it." And obviously the entire cast from the past Y-Film series was damn excited to do this, saying, "Yeah, bro, man, that sounds great. Let's go for it."
The ladies' room twins right here with us.
Favorite actors of all time, Dingo and Khanna, I think were two of the best written female characters that we've seen in entertainment. Up there, and with these Matod actors, Sabah Azad and Shreya Dhanvantari, who I love. Simple walk-in part on the homosexuality episode where two women walk in, and sure enough, these two are asking about where the ladies' room is, and just surprising the WhatsApp family saying, "Ye kya ho raha hai?"
We're here on the set of Pappu and Papa, and to do a cameo. Yeah, a quick one. Yeah, a flyby actually, if you will. Literally.
So it feels like we're a part of this Y-Films universe. We're like superheroes, man.
Then of course came Gaurav Pandey, who played Kiran in Man's World, and again we've used him very smartly on a very female-centric episode, which is the periods episode. And you see how his characters evolved from Man's World, where he comes in to respect and help women and teaches someone saying, "Hey guys, be careful."
Are you okay?
What the hell? We want more.
Pawan, Ali Fazal from Bang Baja Barat, on a very relevant pregnancy episode, because we've ended Bang Baja Barat on such a cliffhanger that is Shahana pregnant? So he comes in to pick up the reports and gets accosted by Pappu and Papa. Outside of the Y-Films universe, we also had about 3 or 4 very, very interesting walk-on parts or cameos done by some very talented people.
Yeah. Condom? Huh? Which flavor?
Then there's of course this very, very talented boy, Faisal Khan, in our Condoms episode. And I wanted someone very, very young. It's almost like someone who's having sex probably, or about to have sex for the first time. Then of course there's the super hot Urvashi Rautela, who's a former Miss India, who came on board. She came in to endorse a fake condom brand, Man Blind Condom Santa. So we needed a very small crew because it was a very simple shot that we had to take of her just eating an apple, But because Urvashi Rautela was coming, suddenly the whole crew was on standby. कोई घर ही नहीं जा रहा है. कि नहीं सर कोई बात नहीं, पैकअप हो गया, मैं हूँ ना, मैं हेल्प करने के लिए हूँ. Everyone's just waiting and standing. I'm like, guys, you're done, you can leave. Like, नहीं सर, help लगेगी, मैं हूँ ना. So everyone's just waiting, and Urvashi suddenly takes her first bite of an apple and goes, and everyone goes, so it was just hilarious and sad.
क्योंकि प्यार.
पप्पू एंड पापा एक ऐसा शो है जो ना सिर्फ बच्चों को देखना चाहिए, बट बच्चों के साथ साथ बड़ों को भी देखना चाहिए.
So Sharib, you may have seen in Jab Tak Hai Jaan, you may have seen him in Filmistan. And he's someone who used to write a bunch of shows for me during my MTV days, Cheeto Chat. His jokes were terrible even then, and they're really bad even now. But he was so understated, and it was very important for this character because he was playing someone who's a gay man. And unfortunately, in most of Bollywood, most homosexuality is being portrayed in a very comic book caricature, stereotypical, pansy-ish, limp hand, nahi, that kind of stuff, and that's just fundamentally flawed. So I didn't want him to be a caricature. I wanted him to be as regular and as real as any of us would be.
इससे क्या छुपाना यार, मैंने ना उस दिन नेट पे एक सॉलिड पलंग तोड़ आसन देखा.
काश मेरे पापा भी आप जैसे होते.
Including this wonderful stand-up comic, Abish Matthew. So Abish is someone I've been dying to work with. Yeah, he's such a fine talent. इतना अच्छा गाता है और such fine comic timing. But I wanted to use him very differently. So he's the surprise package. There's also another old MTV friend who came on board, not as an actor but as a voice talent. Vikram Sathe, who's also a fantastic stand-up comic. He came in and did some multiple voices for us. So from Ravi Shastri to Tony Gregg to Navjot Singh Sidhu, doing commentary at the back when cricket is going on, and he was a lot of fun.
Share your experience working with Y-Films.
I still haven't worked.
You are working with Y-Films. How?
I still haven't gone on set.
No.
So, hey, just like my sex life, this question is premature too.
Working with Y-Films, मुझे बहुत मजा आया.
Dude, this is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't ask for better production.
It's been really easy and interesting.
I feel like a superhero. Hey bro, मेरी चड्डी कड़क हो गई है.
On a deeper note, I think I wish my dad had such an open chat with me.
Nadia, bye.
Durex presents the Asli Pappu and Papa. Please share this video with all papas who should have this chat with their pappus. And for every share, Durex will donate a condom. Sex Chat with Pappu and Papa. Presented by Durex Feel Thin, India's thinnest condom. In association with Ching's. I love Desi Chinese.